What the is happening, dude? I'm here with Uriel, my boy, man.
What is up, guys?
Gosh, when did I meet you?
Bro, it was, honestly, I can't remember.
I do.
I don't remember what month it was.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
Yeah, I don't remember the date either.
was it during the summer?
I want to say I remember it being pretty hot.
Yeah, I would think so.
It was at a concert. When I used to do concert photography, I was shooting for one of my favorite bands. Shout out Vermin Vendetta.
Hey, shout out.
And I pull up, and then I'm shooting pictures, just running and gunning, looking real funny around the stage and all. And then Uriel pops out of nowhere with us. What'd you do?
Well, actually, so I was also out supporting one of my friends. I feel really bad because I don't remember the name of the group, but shout out my friend Roque. We were, me and my friend Nick were going out to support him, and then I saw just Nathan hanging around shooting pictures, and it was so loud in the place. So what I did was I made a little note on my phone, and was like, "Hey, I'm a photographer. I see that you're a photographer. Do you have an Instagram or anything that I can follow?" So I just went up to him, did that, and then went back to go support my friend, and then Nathan came up to me, and then after that we just went outside and had a whole conversation for like a good.
I love that story, man, because it's just like authentic, pure networking.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. I mean, I've been thinking about that interaction a lot, especially after our most recent FCC event, because I'm like, so many of the people who were at that event, like Katie, who was one of our models, Lauren, who was one of our models, it was just these small interactions where they just like DM me on Instagram, or I meet some people in person like you, and then it just turns into this whole like huge production, like we're hanging out and
he's talking to FCC, which is First Class Creatives, which is sick. It's so fucking awesome, and I'm meeting so many great people there. Sam, who I had on a podcast, episode 2, go check it out, man. Great conversation.
Yep.
I loved it. Sam's an awesome fucking dude, man. For
and
real.
And we'll get more into FCC, but real quick, I want to say like that's one of the really cool things about FCC is that like that's how you and Sam met, pretty much, right?
Yeah,
was
and
through
I met
FCC.
plenty of models that I've shot with repeatedly after that.
Yep. That's also
FCC. It's working. It is a proven method that you have created.
I know you hang out with Dustin a lot too, right?
Dustin's great.
And that's through FCC as well. Like that was pretty much the goal, was to bring people together and to build these relationships and a sense of community.
And it worked.
It works. Yeah, it really works.
And it'll continue to work. So come out to one for real.
Please.
Come on. I'll probably be there. It's a good time.
Yep.
So what the hell is FCC?
Okay,
Uriel?
so FCC is like a I want to get this right. It's basically we organize events for photographers and models. We do styled shoots and free-for-all events. So basically we'll for styled shoots we select models, provide hair and makeup, and we work with local studios. The most recent one was at Made Culture. And then we put the models on the sets, sell tickets to photographers, and the photographers come out and just shoot, because it's so hard to put together really like editorial, stylistic shoots, because you have to figure out location, outfit, model, like it's all this stuff, and not everyone has the time or resources to do that. So we try and provide that to photographers.
And it's great. Like literally I can get like a literal month's worth of content. If you're interested in keeping up with Instagram's algorithm, or just getting that creative juice flowing. Like sometimes I'll admit I haven't shot for like a while. I'm like, oh, I need to get out and do something. I don't really have the energy to put together an entire shoot. And then I go to a First Class thing and I'm like, I can fucking do it. It's so good.
You got content for like months.
I'll throw up some pictures right here of some ones I got recently, which I'm about to post on Instagram. I'm so happy the way that
so
came out.
good.
That's Cam, by the way, right here. Who also runs First Class.
Yeah, she's the founder. I'm really just the assistant and helper of FCC. She's the real she's the real heavy hitter. All props to her, I swear.
Next episode, hey.
Right? Yeah, next episode. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be awesome.
Insane, man. It's gonna be insane.
That's gonna be awesome.
Hopefully a car doesn't whip up some water over here on set, man. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be a great blooper. I'd love that. Actually, I wouldn't love that, but it would be funny in hindsight.
So, besides your involvement in FCC, you are a very, very skilled. Holy fuck, man. Go check this guy out. Here's his Instagram. Boom. Go give it a follow. But
Piczxl, I have it tattooed on me, but I can't
really
pull it. Yeah, I do.
No way.
Yeah, here.
Oh, wow.
Bro, I got it.
Let me take a picture of that.
Yeah, take a picture of it.
Look at that. I just took a picture.
It's really funny because it's kind of corny, but I think it's fitting. I got the font is typewriter, and I just typed it in using the Instagram typewriter font.
Oh, no way.
And then just screenshotted that and showed it to the tattoo artist.
Oh, my God.
And had him, put it on me. So I'm like, I love the name Piczxl so much. Yeah. It originated from my personal account, which I never use.
Yeah.
Which was Uri.xl, and I really like the XL, which honestly it means nothing. One of my friends suggested it, and I just liked the sound of it, so I wanted to keep that XL in there. And I was like, how can I do that? So I'm like, Piczxls on a computer. That's what I work with.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Have a unique spelling, Piczxl. So
yeah, that works, man.
I'm like, I'm never changing that, so might as well get it tattooed on me.
I think it's as important of what you're like, if you really want to go into the importance of like names or whatever. But I think the way it looks, is also a huge thing.
It's grown on me.
It's going to become a graphic at some point,
Yeah.
Mine, November Romeo.
Yeah,
that's my like. My website is
NovemberRomeoPhotos.com.
Photos.com. This YouTube channel is November Romeo. I haven't even, by the way, filming this is the 4th episode. I haven't put anything up yet. So
that's
thing,
crazy.
Not a thing. So I'm hyped, man. I just want to have that proof in the pudding and see what people like before I even tap into that.
Oh yeah.
People seem to like it, so hopefully this.
Hell yeah! Oh, I love it,
man.
I love it.
Let this be the one to fall asleep to. Okay, fall asleep to this.
Put this on. Don't even listen to it. Just fall asleep to it. No, please listen. He's putting a lot of hard work into this. This is such a cool setup.
Dude, I'm putting a lot of hard work.
Oh, no, I can tell.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But like I was saying, November Romeo, it's November Romeo. Like the way it's spelled, pretty normal. But I do have Cajun roots, and I always thought about doing, how Papados, if you know Papados, it's like EAUX or GEAUX is go.
Yeah.
I thought November Romeo with that ending
would have been sick. That would be sick.
Maybe I'll change it if I can save up a monthly payment for a new domain name. So
yeah. Why don't you have that as your Instagram handle?
I don't know, because I feel Instagram. I don't know, because I don't think people would recognize November Romeo fast enough. And if they're looking for me, if I meet them, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, I'm November Romeo."
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Nathan Reeves.
Yeah.
So I kind of use Instagram as more of just a quick portfolio, as well as people can reach out if they want photos easier than having to go through website or whatever. Look at that big ass bus. That's a big old bus.
Already like 4 have passed by.
Yeah.
It's like a hot spot for it.
Next bus. Please give this video a like next time a bus comes by. Watch no bus just come by. So your photos are insane.
Thank you.
Crazy.
I appreciate that.
Crazy good. I like crazy insane.
Yes.
Your retouching ability, man. Flying and jumping off the wall. Crazy good.
I spend way too much time on it.
Yeah. What's the longest time? You told me what? It was like a crazy amount.
Yeah. So, oh, good Lord. I think probably the longest.
So good.
It can get up to like an hour and 30 minutes.
On one photo.
I mean, for one photo, not on a retouch. Retouching could probably take me up to like 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But it really depends on the shot. But since I'm a portrait photographer, I'm usually like up close and personal with them. It's like the whole thing is their face, so I can see every pore. So I like.
Yeah.
I picked up retouching mainly from all of the like big Instagram photographers like Danny Batista, Gio Leon, people like them who are like highly stylistic. You can tell it's retouched, and I just love the look of it. So I just did a ton of research on YouTube.
Yeah.
A big help was a guy named Piczxl EP.4. And I learned most of all my editing from him, and it's like a free resource on YouTube.
Really?
Which is
you
amazing.
Can learn anything on YouTube.
No,
man.
and
anything at all.
That's how I learned everything.
If you're going to school for photography, like
you really don't need to.
You don't need to, man. Like that's what I personally feel like. And nothing against you. Like you've taken that route. You are learning things.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to turn it into a business, it's all real world experience.
Yeah.
It has to be.
100%. 100%.
Which kind of leads me into my next point. I know like a lot of us out here in Houston, creatives, especially photographers, it's a big issue to. I'm sure photographers anywhere too, to kind of like think about where you want to take it. You know, you're having fun creatively. You realize you're a creative person.
Yep.
And then you also go, well, I kind of want to make this into
a career. Yeah.
And then you have to kind of, and I'm wondering your balance, because you don't have to completely put that creative side on hold to let that business part in and kind of take charge with that. But there is, I think, at least in my life, sometimes to where I kind of not forget about the creative stuff, but kind of have to put it on the sidelines when I'm focusing on scheduling or trying to build a portfolio that's marketed a certain way toward a specific niche of photography or whatever. Do you think that you have, let me phrase this right for a YouTube short. Does approaching a photography business take a toll on your creative side?
I would say yes. For me, I would say I have the opposite experience from you. Because for me, I got into photography purely for the creative side of it.
Yeah.
And every time I've delved into the business side of it, I sort of just lose my passion for it. Like all my drive and motivation, it sort of just goes out the window.
It sucks, man. So it does.
It's really hard to find that balance and where I want to take it. I obviously, like, most of my work is very editorial. Like, a lot of people say it looks like it should belong in a magazine, and that's my goal. But as of now, I don't know how to breach that industry.
Yeah.
So that's why I think FCC has been a big help, because once you get into that realm, it's all like a people game. It's just all about who you know.
It is all networking. It is all people stuff.
It is all a people game.
I think this is a big one. I think that the people skills, connections, networking, especially when approaching it with a business aspect, is as important as the photos you are taking.
100%.
If you want to succeed in the business route,
100%.
I think, personally, and you agree.
Yep.
Hallelujah, that's the answer.
Hallelujah.
All right?
I mean, no matter what area of photography you're working in, you're working with people.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If you're a car photographer, you're taking pictures of somebody's car.
Yeah.
If you're a real estate photographer, you're taking pictures of somebody's house or taking pictures for a realtor. So it's you have
100%.
you have to be a good people person,
yeah.
especially when you're dealing with, like, if you're a family photographer or something like that. And especially when you're working with people who don't know how to be in front of a camera or how to model.
It's making them comfortable.
Yeah, making them comfortable.
And that ultimately helps you in your work, because not only do people have a good experience shooting with you, but the pictures also come out looking like it's an authentic smile. Or
Exactly.
authentic laughing.
Exactly. There's nothing worse than a forced smile.
What's hilarious is I didn't really know how to bring that out in people, and I'll admit I'm not the best at that either, especially with models. I kind of let them do their own thing, and I just shoot, or I tell them, hey, put your hand here, or this or that.
Yep.
Very simple stuff. But the time in which I did think that I did a good job, I shot senior photos here in Houston. Not your average senior photos. I had Anna and her family reach out. Fantastic people. Oh, my God, they're so nice. Incredible.
Those are really good, by the way.
Thank you.
Those
I appreciate
really
that.
good.
I'll throw some up on screen here. So you'll see it's more of a avant-garde. I don't know how to say that.
Avant-garde.
Avant-garde. Hell of that. Avant-garde?
Avant-garde? We're in Texas.
Yeah. But we went over to a record shop, because that's where they wanted it. So they wanted my style. They were very musically inclined and creative. Just like me a little bit. And we shot some photos. We also went to the not the Houston Garden Center, not one of those places. We went to the Arbitrarium?
Arbitorium? I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that.
We went over there to the nature preserve here in Houston and saw some great photos. But every time, I'd be like, okay, sit here. We'll do this. Let me frame it up for a sec. Get all the settings right.
Yep.
And then I said this in front of her parents and everything. I'm like, all right, now pretend like I shit my pants and it's hilarious. And I can't stop shitting my pants.
But see, already what it did to me is it makes me laugh. It made me laugh.
Because it's like, who the thought you were going to say that out of everything? But you gotta
I got my parents here, and you're telling me that you shit your pants. I gotta get there somewhere, man.
I gotta make them comfortable somehow. And if you, I thought, okay, well, if I were them, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but it worked. It worked.
Right?
So
wow.
Pulled something out of my ass there.
That's awesome.
Yep. Or pretend I just threw up.
Yeah.
Something. Something just funny.
I remember the first time. I think it was the Nudes and Hues event, which I think was the first event that you came to. I remember you took some photos of me and you gave me that prompt, and that really stuck with me because I was like, I've never really given that to people, or given people a prompt of do this, or imagine I just did this and now act that out. I've never really done that, but it's a really good trick.
I'm an actor at heart, man. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
Like, I don't know.
I can see it.
Yeah, I'd love
Broadway.
to act. Hey, where's that other bus for our extra subscribe or our extra like? You
There's
know what?
School bus.
There is a school
Shout
bus.
out the kids.
Next, what time is it? The school let out? 5:07? No, we're not gonna get out. I was gonna say if another school bus passes, just go ahead and subscribe, but
yeah,
we don't know.
Local elementaries, high schools.
Yeah. Yeah, man, plug these elementaries.
Actually, to your point about the whole like having to engage with people and bring out those genuine expressions. One of the things that I was thinking about on the way over here is that I've kind of been slacking on that because I've been working with so many experienced models who like you put a camera in front of them and then they just go it's like endless poses.
I love that.
But when you work with those kinds of people too much, then when you work with someone who has no experience, you sort of just point the camera at them and you're like, why aren't they doing anything?
Like they sit up straight, they don't know what to do.
Yeah. So then I'm like, oh no, like I forgot how to pose people.
Yeah, dude. And it's then you go off of like what you like previously shot, but you don't want to copy it too much. You can't make like a football player go like this.
Exactly.
Like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, just
I guess you could. I guess this isn't too of a like I play football. Whatever, but you can't have them like crisscross and whatever. It just doesn't. Some stuff just doesn't line up, when you're going for a certain image. But maybe that's art. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should get like a really masculine guy and like
just feminize him.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's interesting because like in person, I'd say I'm pretty well at, I think, making people comfortable. Everyone I've had on here is.
I would say so. I haven't seen you make anyone uncomfortable.
That's good. I hope so. Yeah, and even if I think so much about that stuff. Like, I'll have a like great interaction, like talking to you, and then I go home like, oh.
Was I a creep? Was I annoying?
Like, I wouldn't say anything too shitty.
Yeah, and as photographers, we really walk such a fine line.
We do.
Because, I mean, especially when you're working with women specifically, there's so many creeps out there, and photography.
My God. I talked about that with Sam.
Yeah, photography is ripe with creeps. I've heard so many horror stories, so many bad experiences. So it's so important to make the people you're working with feel comfortable and not like they're being taken advantage of or they're being looked at in a disgusting way. That's something that I like really want to avoid because
oh my God, for real, dude.
Growing up, most of my friends were girls and they would just talk about all of these like terrible experiences they would have with guys, and it just instilled in me like I have to make women feel comfortable.
Yeah, most definitely,
not feeling like they're being objectified or taken advantage of. Like that's something that's really important to me.
No, most definitely, man. And I think that's what all genuine photographers understand.
Exactly.
And the ones that are creeps, man, get the fuck out of town.
Exactly.
What?
Please leave.
What are you doing, dude?
Leave.
Yeah. Hate it.
Leave.
Get the hell out of here. I'm serious.
You're not welcome.
If you don't leave town, you're sure as hell not coming on the podcast. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, nope. Mm-mm.
But
Mm-mm.
fucking just get out of here.
Get out of here.
Go do something else. Go.
The amount of I've heard so many female models just talk about like I've been on shoots with models who are like, oh, just got a DM of some random guy asking me to do a nude shoot, and I'm like, and she's like, I don't even do nude photography.
Yeah.
Like,
what the fuck? And imagine a guy asking a girl like, hey, come take pictures of me nude. And you're like, what?
Whoa.
You're like, I don't feel comfortable, dude. Like, holy shit. Like,
it's like, no.
I wanna. God, that's insane. That is insane. But I love your ability to talk to people on social media. I can't. DMs, hate them. Texting,
really?
hate it. Fuck that shit.
I'm surprised you just compliment me on that because I hate it too.
I'm an in-person thing. Well, I know we all stick to our emojis. Mine is this, and yours is the fire heart.
The fire heart. Yep.
I'll show screenshots of all the comments you did with fire hearts right here, and all the DMs.
It's always what I send.
I don't blame you though, man. It sucks, and I don't know if I just feel about social media and all that as a whole, but it kind of brings me to my next topic is like, I took my personal account to where I just post videos of me playing a keyboard shitty and like pictures of the new Black Ops game I got. And then just started posting photography, got rid of all the old photos. Like it's not necessarily, I wouldn't consider it a personal account anymore. It's just kind of a portfolio of my work.
Yeah.
You have a photography account and you have
a personal account that I don't use.
Yeah. But my question is, when creating that, because I know it's pretty recent, you in your mind thought that you had to separate it. Does that play into the way that in which you think about social media? Do you think that there's an importance to self-representation within social media?
I think
you care about that as much as...
I feel like there's definitely a pressure to do that, especially because a lot of the people that I've followed, a lot of the photographers that I've looked up to, start to post about their personal life, and they sort of create a persona, because I feel like the way to build a following is to build a persona, present a story to people so people can latch onto it, not just latch onto your work and your creative style, but as you as a person.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing I'm trying to do with this podcast as well. Like, straight up, I'll be honest. Like, I'm still trying to find that character that I can play. Because the way in which I think about it with this is like, you know, people will come and watch to see who the guest is, maybe, or they know the guest, or hopefully maybe you're watching to fall asleep. That's fine too. Getting that view. But also, I realized that, okay, I probably need to, and that's why I've gotten to the fourth one without posting. I'll post all of them, but I'm trying to go through, watch them, see what I like, see what I do, see what people like. So if there's something I do that you like, write out the character you think I am in the comments, and I will try and play the part, you know, because I think I also have to be somebody that people want to come back and watch regardless of who I have on.
Exactly.
Ooh, it's cold.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is cold. It is cold. I'm glad
but
I think warm.
I think that's also important too.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm with you on that. Besides the fact of I like creating a character, creating a story, rather than making my personal life that person.
Yeah.
So I like to have it separate. Like the person I am on here, whatever. And the way that I talk and the way that I do shit kind of is the same person, but there's like so many hobbies I either do that like I just won't get into, and I don't care about sharing. But that's cool that we have a different way to kind of see it.
Yeah.
Because I think that it depends solely on the way that you want to go about it.
True.
To which way you'll pick. And I don't think any way is losing. I don't think any way is whizzing.
Yeah.
Whizzing.
Whizzing.
I had pissed so fucking bad. I texted him on the way here. I'm like, I literally, in his DMs, I'll show it right now, actually. I'm like, I got to pee so bad.
Had to pull over to the McDonald's.
Had to pull over to the fucking McDonald's and take a whiz. And there was a homeless guy, like, just stripping down, changing in the restroom next to the sinks. Fine. Walked past him, went to the stall, start taking a whiz. And then I hear another guy walk in.
Oh, no.
Singing. Straight up. Like a whole song. And I'm like, do I leave now? So I open the door and I walk out like this. Because I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's going to look at me and see my reaction, but I want to be, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I was taking a whiz and listening to some music. And then I came and I met him here. I'm like, all right, we're ready to go. Problem taken care of. Yeah, dude.
Oh, my goodness.
And there was so much traffic on the way here. If you live in Houston, you know, Houston traffic sucks.
Houston traffic does
Makes
suck.
you a better driver, dude.
It really does.
Anywhere in the fucking world.
Oh.
Because it's the hardest to drive here.
100%. I learned to drive in downtown, and if you can drive downtown, you can drive anywhere.
The potholes are so freaking
Where are my taxes
bad.
Going?
Yeah. Where the fuck are they going
Where are they going?
No idea.
I
Fuck
could use that money.
shit, man.
Exactly.
Hate it. I don't even I used to kind of be keep up with politics. But now I think, yeah, that's right. I'm fucking talking about it. I don't give a shit. But now I like to view it in a way of I like to see how news outlets and the entire thing, how they make people act on both sides.
Yeah.
I like to just put myself aside from everything that has nothing to fucking do with me.
Yeah.
Even though obviously some policies work their way into our lives.
Exactly.
And you should care about some or whatever. But I like to see how the hysteria makes
affects
people do
people.
things.
Yeah. No, it causes the craziest stuff. You
and
see the
dude,
weirdest things on
we're all
TikTok and
together on it.
Yeah.
End of the day, you serious?
We're all just people.
If you saw someone fucking dying, and there was a plate of spaghetti next to them, everyone would fucking eat the spaghetti regardless of their political party, or save the person.
Yep.
Regardless of their political party. I hit the mic with my voice. This is good. I get the matcha every time. Very sweet.
Matcha tea.
She
That's
asked me this time, like, "Hey, do you want sweetener?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Why not?
Why not? If I'm drinking it already.
I got
It's a nice seafoam green.
I got some hot cocoa, which was very good.
Cocoa. Yeah, Empire Cafe. I've done this here twice. One with Sam. Go check it out. We sat over there. But
Oh,
now
that
we're
was
sitting
here too. Oh wow.
Yeah. It was over there. The umbrella set up.
What do you know?
Yeah. And then this is a fucking hilarious glass too.
It's massive.
Like, how am I supposed to drink this?
It's huge.
I was doing it with a spoon. I dunked my crackers in, as you saw. I went down and I went like that. And now I'm gonna.
Bro, slurp that.
Like that, but very good.
So hard.
Get out of here. My fingers are stuck.
Oh no.
My fingers are stuck. Oh.
Dang.
There we go. Yeah, dude.
That's good stuff.
I feel like hopefully people like picked up their head, like they're sleeping and they hear me sipping and they're like,
what?
I
Food?
do that sometimes. Like if I'm falling asleep to a podcast and I hear some hilarious thing or I hear them laughing, I'm like, like I'm so tired I just open my eyes. I'm like,
or they're just dreaming and they're dreaming and they just hear that sound.
Yeah,
it's
dude. It's great.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. When's the next First Class Creatives event?
When's the
This
next
may
one?
come out in like 3 weeks though.
Yeah, true. So
we don't know.
It might not even.
There's an emergency.
Oh
but
wow.
They're not coming this way. God.
Be well.
Hope they're all right. Yeah.
But next event that we have, we still have some planning to do.
Yeah.
But we're having a small, like, intimate get-together, a Valentine's shoot this Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah.
This Sunday. Yeah.
This Sunday,
that's
yeah.
That's right. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with dates, so.
Let's check, because I have it in the DM.
Right.
Yeah, I got invited, bitch.
Yep. Yeah.
That's right.
You didn't get invited. He got invited, though.
Well, okay, so how did those events work? Circling back to first.
So usually.
Oh my God! I pull it
there
open.
There it is. Beautifully designed flyer by
Very nice.
Hey Cam Shay. Shout out to
really?
you.
She designed this?
Yeah,
nice.
I swear she does most of the legwork.
Good
I'm
shit,
just
Cam.
here.
Right.
I'm the support.
Within the first, what episode will that be? I don't know, but within
Who
the
knows?
first 6, I know that for a fact. Cam is going to be I'm gonna have 2 Cams already on. Cam Styles was the first one, fashion influencer here in Houston. Go check him out.
Way
Second
too
one is
many.
Cam Shea.
Way too many Cams. There's even Cam the model.
Oh, you're right. Farrell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cam Farrell. Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Cam Farrell for real.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Very important people. Very important
whoop.
photographer.
Yeah.
How about that? All right. Very inspirational photographer, maybe too.
Mm-hmm.
Vibrant imaginary photographer as well. I'm just
trying to think of
so many. February 5th. So
February 5th,
that is
yep.
Sunday. What time?
Yep.
You know this. I'm like looking for it on here. You're the guy.
I don't.
Really?
There's like so much going on. I just forget so much.
I'm with you, dude.
Let's see. Wow, there isn't a time on here.
Call up Cam.
Yep, I need to call up Cam and ask her. It's going to be at some part in the day, probably later in the day.
Okay, good.
But
Because I'll probably be coming back from San Marcos.
San Marcos. Ooh.
Like literally what I'm doing is Saturday I'm shooting with Clay, I believe is his name, street photographer.
What's his?
It may not be Clay. I know it starts with a C. That's Instagram for you. I just don't know how to do it.
That sounds so familiar.
And then I'm driving to San Marcos, spending the night, driving back, and going to the Valentine's Day shoot.
Wow. What an eventful weekend.
Matcha goes right through me, dude.
That's
I swear I have a
crazy.
power. It used to be back in junior high. Me and all my friends on every Friday went to Subway. This is like my origin story for my burps. And yeah, after every sub, dude, I just you couldn't believe.
Just
Like
belt it out.
I could probably burp into like a car gas tank and it'll start.
That's crazy.
Right?
Because matcha tea, as to my knowledge, isn't carbonated.
Dude,
so
there's nothing.
that's crazy. Like,
yeah.
where are you getting it from?
I have no idea. Well, see, here's the thing too, is that if there's a campfire right here, and you get anybody to blow on this fire to try and start it,
Yeah.
I can give a fire a blowjob better than anybody I know, dude. But I like do something with my lungs. I can hit a hookah. I can hit a hookah longer than anybody. Just
Dang. Homie's got lung capacity.
it's crazy. I used to be a very good swimmer, surfer. So.
Oh,
yeah.
what did I swam?
Really?
I was a swimmer. I
was
swam competitively since I was like 6 until junior year of high school.
I was on the Shenandoah Sharks.
Shenandoah Sharks. I was on the
Ponderosa?
no. It was Katy Tigers. Katy Tiger swim team.
When did tigers swim?
I
The
know.
fuck is that?
That's
like,
what I thought.
Shark, that makes sense.
I remember being a little kid and like passing by the like opposing team. Yeah. They'd be like, tigers can't swim. And I'm like, shut up.
Imagine if they get like super crazy. Like, you ever show your face in my fucking pool?
Yeah.
All right.
Show your face in my pool. We're gonna have some problems. I'm gonna drown you.
Oh my god. Like I'm 6. I'm like
6,
years
dude.
old.
I'm just here.
Yeah, dude. Oh god. Breaststroke, butterfly, backstroke, freestyle, right?
Yep.
God.
Yep.
Butterfly.
What was your favorite stroke?
Freestyle.
Freestyle, yeah.
Just quick.
I really loved breaststroke.
I really.
Breaststroke was my favorite.
What I did is we were so young, and they were like, let's do they're like, go to the end of the pool, swim, do a kick turn.
Yep.
Right? You know those flip turns?
Yep, the flip turns.
And come back. And you wear your goggles, your swim cap, your stuff.
Yep.
I said, that shit. I said, I'm not wearing goggles. I wear a swim cap because it makes sense, but goggles drag me down.
Oh, no.
I can see in fucking water. I'm fine. They're like, okay. And I'm like, I don't want to do the flip turn. They check the rule book. You don't have to do it.
Yep.
I hit that bitch and came back and won every race.
Oh, my goodness. It was probably because everyone was bad at the flip turns.
Exactly. And everyone started to do it, too. I'm like, because why are we fucking messing with that shit? We're going for the gold,
flip
baby.
Turn. Yep. Just touch and go. Yep.
No, I love swim team.
Swim was really fun, but it was when it gets cold out. You don't want to be in that pool because the problem is when you swim competitively, those pools are colder because you heat up when you're swimming.
Yeah.
And it'll exhaust you if the water's really hot. But when it's cold outside, then the water is very cold.
They should have asked us swimmers before to me, like, what temp you feeling for like the pool today?
what temp you feeling?
Like, what are you thinking? Like, you're gonna be swimming.
Yeah.
How come they get to decide what temperature the pool is and they're not even hopping in?
I don't even know if there's like a thermostat for that.
Gosh. All right, brother. Well, I had a great conversation.
Yes.
I love this shit, man. And go check out First Class Creatives. Plug him right here. Go check out his amazing edits and photography right here.
We hope to see you at one of our events.
Come to First Class, man. It's a ball, I'm telling you.
We'd love to shoot with you.
Mm-hmm. Great opportunity to network. And
it's awesome.
All around.
It's all about people. It's all about community. That's the goal.
It's First Class.
It's First Class.
Except business class. What if I made a business class creatives?
Bro, there's a, what is it, HCC? We talked about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Houston what? Houston Creative Club.
Houston Creative Community. I think that's what it is. They pretty much do the same thing as us, but I saw them. They followed me, and I was like,
oh, nice.
HCC.
Interesting.
I was like,
right. Hey, a little bit.
Similar
like
acronym.
Battle of the.
Like
Battle
of the events.
Photographers that come to FCC. They invite photographers that come to HCC.
HCC. Yeah.
We throw like a huge.
Massive event.
I
saw recently. You know Prism Lens Effects? No.
Prism Lens Effects?
Yeah, Prism Lens Effects. Shout out them. I don't have any of their products, but I admire them.
I think meant like the actual effect, like a prism.
Oh no. So Prism Lens Effects is they create lens filters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I use the Tiffin Pro Mist filter, which is similar to what the Prism Lens Effects thing is, and it creates that like dreamy haze effect.
Yeah.
I saw they recently are doing a photography networking event similar to how FCC's doing it.
Wow.
But of course they have like millions of dollars behind them, so they're able to throw like.
But you guys are starting at like a good. Yeah. Everyone's starting to do that, and you guys are like a front runner.
Yeah.
And especially people come to your events. Usually they're great.
Yeah.
And I think that. Like this with the podcast, I'm trying not to be over professional. I think over professionalism kills a lot of creative stuff, or it makes people 100%. Feel like they're not worth or something. I've felt that before.
I've always found too that I don't know if this like is similar, but whenever I overthink things, like especially photo shoots, I'll put like way too much thought into it, and then the pictures don't come out as good. Yeah. And then most of my best shots, most of my favorite shots were all just like run and gun, just like impromptu. Like one of my favorite photos that I've done of Cam was after one of our events, and she was just wearing her sweater. And I was like, can you sit down in front of this window? Because I love how the light's coming through. And it's like one of my favorite photos. I think it's pinned on my
I gotta say, every
account.
First Class thing I show up to, no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do. No idea. And I usually get some good shit though. That's the point.
Yeah.
Like, check it out. I got some photos right here. Like, if you like them.
Yeah. And that's one of the great things too, is even if you don't know what you're gonna do, there's people there who can support you. I feel like a lot of creatives, especially photographers, are very introverted. That's what I see at some of the events is like they start off really quiet, but then by the end of it, they start collaborating with each other. Like at the most recent event, I remember Fresco I forget his handle, but shout out Fresco. We were at the boho set with Katie, and Sam was trying to get a shot of Katie like leaning back on the bike, and Fresco was just like, "Oh, I'll hold the bike," and he's just like holding it with his legs, and I'm like, "That's what it's all about."
Hell yeah,
like,
dude! I feel myself open up through the entire process.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, dude, put her there. All right. Okay, well, yeah,
First
go check
podcast
that shit out. Thank
done.
y'all for watching. Appreciate it. See you later.
Goodbye, sweet people.